All right, so today we're heading to Italy, Lake Como to be exact.
Ah, Lake Como.
And we're going to really dive deep into how to plan the perfect 9-day trip.
Yeah, especially for someone going there for the first time.
Right, exactly. First time. Because I feel like a lot of people, they've seen the pictures, they've heard George Clooney has a house there, but
Great. It's like a place you see and you think, oh, I got to get there someday.
Exactly. So we're going to make that someday right now. So before we get into the actual itinerary, just some quick basics, right? Where is Lake Como? How do we even get there?
Okay, so Lake Como is in the Lombardy region of northern Italy.
Okay.
And most people will fly into Milan.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So either Milan Malpensa or Milan Linate Airport. Those are the two closest. And then, honestly, the train ride from Milan to the lake is just stunning. That's where you start to get those views.
Oh, perfect. So you're already kind of in the mood, getting ready for the experience.
All
right, so we've landed, we've taken that scenic train ride, we're ready for Lake Como. Where do we start?
I'd say for your first, whoa, Lake Como moment, you gotta go to Bellagio.
Bellagio, all right. I've definitely heard of that.
Yeah, it's called the Pearl of Lake Como, and it really is. It's like you step off the ferry and you're in this village where time has kind of stopped.
Oh, I like that.
Cobblestone streets, colorful houses. It's just beautiful.
Okay, so I'm picturing it, right? And stepping off that ferry. What's the first thing I do? What's the must-do in Bellagio?
So Bellagio has these incredible villas and gardens, seriously breathtaking.
Oh, yeah. The villas. I've seen pictures. They're pretty impressive.
They are. And two you absolutely have to see are Villa Carlotta and Villa Melzi.
Okay. I'm ready. Tell me everything.
So Villa Carlotta, they're gardens, designed to change with the seasons. So it doesn't even matter when you go. There's always something amazing to see.
Oh, that's smart.
In spring, you have azaleas and rhododendrons just bursting with color.
Wow.
And then in fall, it's all those warm, autumn colors.
Yeah.
But it's not just the gardens. The villa itself has this crazy art collection. Canova, Hayes, master artists.
Whoa, okay. So I'm learning about history, I'm seeing beautiful art, I'm walking through gardens. It's a lot to take in.
It is. And then, you need somewhere to just chill. So you head to Villa Melzi.
All right. Another villa.
Right. But this one is totally different, more like English landscaping. So think big open lawns leading down to the lake and just really peaceful.
Okay, so Villa Carlotta is the vibrant one, and Villa Melzi is more like peaceful elegance.
Exactly. Both amazing, but totally different vibes.
I like it. Variety is the spice of life, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so we've seen the villas, we've wandered the gardens, I'm getting hungry. What are we eating in Bellagio?
Okay, you can't go to Lake Como and not have risotto. But in Bellagio, you have to get the risotto con pesce persico.
Risotto con pesce persico. That's
It's risotto with perch from the lake.
Oh, okay. Fresh, local.
Yeah, and it's so creamy. The fish is so delicate. It melts in your mouth.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm having that.
Picture this. You're sitting at a restaurant right on the lake, sun setting over the water, mountains in the background.
Yeah. I'm feeling it.
And you're just enjoying this amazing risotto.
Oh, stop. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah.
All right. So we've had our risotto. What else is there to do in Bellagio before we move on?
Well, it's Italy. You gotta have gelato.
Obviously.
Bellagio has so many gelaterias. You could try a different one every day.
It's a challenge I'm willing to accept.
I knew you would be. So yeah, stroll along the waterfront, gelato in hand, and just enjoy.
It's the perfect ending to a perfect day.
It is. And honestly, we haven't even scratched the surface of Bellagio. There's so much to explore.
I know, right? But we only have 9 days, so we got to keep moving.
Right. So next up, we're taking a ferry to Varenna.
Varenna. All right. Tell me about it.
So if Bellagio is elegant and sophisticated, Varenna is more laid back. It's smaller, more intimate. Think narrow streets, colorful houses, and hidden cafes tucked away in these little cobblestone alleys.
I like it. Sounds charming.
It is, but it's also got a bit of an adventurous side.
Oh.
Yeah, you've got Castello di Vezio, this medieval castle perched up on a hill overlooking the town.
A castle. Okay, I'm in.
It's a bit of a hike to get up there.
I don't mind a good hike, especially if there's a castle at the end of it.
Oh, and the views from up there. Incredible, panoramic views of the whole lake.
Wow.
And after you've conquered the castle, why not head down and get in the water?
Oh, I love being on the water.
Varenna is great for water sports. Kayaking, paddle boarding, even sailing.
Okay, I'm seeing a theme here. Beautiful scenery, charming towns, and lots of opportunities to be active.
Yep. That's Lake Como for you.
All right, so we've hiked up to the castle. We've had our fun in the water. What's for dinner in Varenna?
You have to try polenta e ose.
Polenta. You see that again?
Polenta e ose. It's a Lombardy specialty. So basically, it's creamy polenta with these little roasted birds on top.
Roasted birds. Interesting.
It's delicious. And, gotta have it with a glass of local wine, maybe a crisp Lugano.
All right, polenta EOC and a glass of Lugano. It's going on the list.
Perfect.
So we've done Bellagio, we've explored Varenna. 5 days down, 4 to go. Where to next?
All right, now let's head north a bit to Bellagio.
Bellagio, okay. Another town on the lake.
Yep. It's a little less known than Bellagio or Varenna, but it's got its own charm.
I like less known. Less crowded, hopefully.
Exactly. You still get those beautiful, cobblestone streets and colorful houses, the classic Lake Como look. But Bellagio also has this, really cool harbor with these elegant buildings all along the waterfront.
Okay, I can picture it. I'm walking along the harbor. What am I seeing?
Well, if you're a movie buff, you might recognize Villa Balbianello.
Villa Balbianello. That sounds familiar. Why do I know that name?
It's been in, a ton of movies. Star Wars, James Bond, you name it.
Oh, wow. Seriously, like those huge blockbuster films.
Yep. The villa itself is beautiful. And the gardens, they're these terraces that just cascade down to the lake. It's no wonder filmmakers love it.
So I can basically pretend I'm in a James Bond movie while I'm there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred.
All right. Villa Balbianello, check. What else does Bellagio have up its sleeve?
Well, it's a great base for exploring, the whole area. You can rent bikes and cycle along the lake.
Oh, I love that idea. Just biking through the countryside, taking in the scenery.
Yeah, it's pretty idyllic. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can even take sailing lessons.
Sailing on Lake Como. Okay, sign me up.
There are a few sailing schools right in Bellagio. So, you can learn the ropes and then, be out on the lake on your own.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we've explored the town, maybe done some biking or sailing. Now it's dinner time. What are we having in Bellagio?
Well, we're still in Lombardy, so risotto is always a good option.
Another risotto. You're really selling me on the risotto. What kind this time?
In Bellagio, I'd say try the risotto al pesce persico. It's made with perch from the lake. Simple, but so good.
All right, perch risotto it is. What kind of wine should we pair with that?
You could go with the Lugano again. Always a safe bet. Or if you want a red, a Valtellina would be nice. It's got an earthy flavor that goes well with the fish.
Perfect. So risotto, local wine, beautiful views. I'm liking Bellagio.
It's a good one. It's got that perfect balance of relaxation and things to do if you want to be more active.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. So we've explored Bellagio, we've done Varenna, we've relaxed in Bellagio. We're 7 days into our trip. What's next?
Well, there's one place we haven't been yet, the city of Como itself.
Oh, right. Como. I was wondering when we get to the actual city.
It's worth saving for the end. Como is steeped in history.
Okay, so paint me a picture. We're in Como. What are we doing?
You can wander through the old town, check out the Roman ruins.
Roman ruins. Wow. So we're talking ancient history.
Yeah, Como's been around for a long, long time.
That's incredible.
And you can't miss the Duomo, the cathedral. It's really impressive.
Okay, I'm adding it to the list. Roman ruins, the Duomo.
Yeah.
Anything else we can't miss in Como?
Just walking around is an experience. The streets are lined with shops, everything from high-end boutiques to little artisan workshops.
Ooh, that's where I'd spend all my money. Souvenirs, local crafts. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great place to find something unique to take home.
And speaking of taking things home, let's talk food. This is our last full day on Lake Como, so we need a good meal.
Well, for something truly local, try pizza curry.
Pizza curry. All right, what is that?
It's a buckwheat pasta with cheese and vegetables. It's a real comfort food.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Buckwheat pasta, cheese, I'm sold. And of course, we need gelato.
Of course. No trip to Italy is complete without gelato, so, last day, get that final scoop. Maybe pistachio and hazelnut.
Perfect. Walking along the waterfront, gelato in hand, thinking about all the amazing things we've seen and done.
Yeah. That's the life.
Sounds like the perfect ending to our Lake Como adventure.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I'm curious, you mentioned earlier that Lake Como has a long history. Even the Romans were hanging out there. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh, yeah. Lake Como was the place to be in Roman times.
Really?
Yeah. Emperors, aristocrats, all the fancy folks, they'd build their villas right on the lake, escape the city, enjoy the scenery.
Kind of like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Except, no Roman emperors.
Exactly. But the feeling's probably the same. That sense of peace, that beauty, it's timeless.
It's amazing to think we're walking in the footsteps of, people from thousands of years ago.
It is, and that's what makes Lake Como so special. It's history, it's nature, it's everything.
I completely agree. So we've covered a lot. 9 days, 3 amazing towns, tons of things to see and do. Any final thoughts for our listeners who are ready to book their trip to Lake Como?
I'd say, we've given you a great itinerary, a good starting point, but don't be afraid to go off the beaten path.
Yeah, explore, get lost, find your own little corner of Lake Como.
Exactly. And, if you're really interested in something we talked about, dive deeper. Read up on the history of the villas, learn about the local cuisine, maybe even try cooking some of the dishes yourself.
Yeah, or maybe you're inspired to go on a hiking adventure in the mountains around the lake.
Yeah.
Find those hidden waterfalls, get those incredible views.
There's so much to discover. Lake Como it's more than just a destination. It's an experience.
It's a feeling. It's a story waiting to be written.
And who knows, maybe you'll find your own pearl of Lake Como, your own special place.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. Your perfect 9-day itinerary for Lake Como, Italy. From charming towns and breathtaking villas to delicious food and stunning scenery, Lake Como has it all.
And remember, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to explore, to experience, to discover.
So start planning your trip, get ready to be amazed, and most importantly, have fun.
Happy travels.
And until next time, happy exploring.